5, 4, 3.
The signal is cleared and we are going live. This is a special bulletin from the Classic Cool Broadcasting Company. Good evening. This is Clifton Langford for Classic Cool Radio. By the closing months of 1943, America had developed a fascination with everything south of the border. In movie theaters, audiences traveled in Technicolor to Argentina, Rio de Janeiro, and Havana. On the radio, orchestras played rumbas and congas. Desi Arnaz carried the rhythm into American nightclubs, while Carmen Miranda became one of Hollywood's most recognizable new stars. Even Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland had joined the craze, dancing the conga across the screen in Strike Up the Band. It had begun as entertainment. Bright costumes, tropical rhythms, romantic landscapes, and an easy promise of escape. But by 1943, Washington understood that these films, songs, and broadcasts could serve another purpose. South America had become a contested field of influence. German commercial networks, propaganda organizations, financial interests, and intelligence agents were already active across the continent. And nowhere was the situation more complicated than in Buenos Aires. Officially neutral, politically divided, wealthy, cosmopolitan, and connected by ships, banks, embassies, and private clubs to both sides of the war. Hollywood had gone south in search of music, color, and new audiences.
Señora, ha llegado a tiempo para el estreno.
But others were traveling for very different reasons. And among them was a mysterious blonde woman who had already been watching Sterling Blake and Veronica Vale from the shadows of Hollywood. This is Classic Cool Radio. And tonight, RetroStory follows the road south to Buenos Aires.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stewardess speaking. We shall shortly begin our descent into Buenos Aires. Kindly return to your seats and fasten your safety belts, we Pan-American Aries. Señoras, mi for flying with Buenos Permanente Fire. Les thank you, veggemos una agradable estancia la Argentina.
The flight from Los Angeles landed just after sunrise. Buenos Aires looked nothing like the Hollywood postcards that had filled American movie theaters over the past few years. It was larger, richer, and more European than we had expected. Wide boulevards stretched toward elegant cafés, grand hotels, and crowded plazas where Spanish, Italian, German, and English could all be heard within a single block. Officially, Argentina remained neutral. Unofficially, everyone seemed to be watching someone. Veronica and I had not traveled south to investigate governments. We had come for one person, the mysterious blonde woman who had vanished into the Hollywood night only days before. We still did not know her name. We did not know who employed her, or even which side she served. All we knew was that she had been aboard the same flight from Los Angeles. Our first glimpse came outside the Plaza Hotel. She wore the same black tailored suit, the same black hat, the same leather handbag. She walked with calm confidence, never appearing to look behind her. Yet somehow, she always seemed to know exactly where everyone was. Veronica followed on foot. I remained across the avenue with a newspaper and a rented Chevrolet parked beneath the trees. For nearly 20 minutes, nothing happened. Then a man arrived, well-dressed, perhaps 50 years old. He carried no briefcase, no newspaper, no visible identification. The meeting lasted exactly 7 minutes. Not 6, not 8, 7. They exchanged no documents, no envelopes, no visible package. When they separated, the woman left behind a small box of matches on the cafe table. Veronica quietly entered moments later and slipped it into her handbag before the waiter returned. Inside, there was only a single folded piece of paper, one handwritten letter. M. Nothing else. No explanation, no address, no signature. By evening, our mysterious blonde had repeated the same ritual twice more. Different cafes, different men. Always 7 minutes, always another small matchbox, always another single letter. None of the meetings appeared important. Individually, they meant nothing. Together, they felt like pieces of a much larger puzzle, one that someone had begun assembling long before we arrived in Buenos Aires. As night settled over the city, the music drifted through open windows, bandoneons, violins, the slow rhythm of tango. To most visitors, Buenos Aires seemed alive with romance. To Veronica and me, it had become a city of quiet conversation, closed doors, and people who never asked each other the wrong questions. Somewhere inside that city, a hidden network was taking shape. We simply had no idea who was building it. The following morning, long before the city had fully awakened, Veronica and I arrived at a small private airfield on the outskirts of Buenos Aires. A pale mist still hung over the runway as the first light of dawn slowly revealed a handful of waiting aircraft. There were no crowds, no reporters, no customs officers, only a few mechanics, and the distant sound of engines coming to life. A black Packard rolled quietly to a stop beside a waiting Lockheed Model 18 Lodestar. Our mysterious blonde stepped out. She carried no suitcase, only the same black handbag she had carried since Hollywood. She paused for a brief moment, looked slowly across the empty airfield, then climbed aboard without a single glance behind her. The engines gathered power. The propellers blurred into silver circles. Within seconds, the aircraft accelerated across the runway, lifted gracefully into the cold morning sky, and disappeared beyond the mist over the Rio de la Plata. Neither Veronica nor I spoke. We simply watched until the sound of the engines had completely faded away. Finally, Veronica broke the silence. "Where do you think she's going?" I shook my head. I don't think Buenos Aires was ever her destination. It was only the next stop, and for the first time since leaving Hollywood, we realized we were no longer following a woman. We were following a plan, one that had already begun to stretch far beyond Argentina.
The city woke beneath the morning light, boulevards fading from the endless night. Every face concealed another name, every smile concealed another game. Hollywood had led us to the shore, but nothing looked familiar anymore. Somewhere in the crowd a shadow moved, always one step further than we proved. Shadows over Buenos Aires, where the tango hides another secret, where every doorway keeps another name. Shadows over Buenos Aires, we followed one woman and uncovered again. 7 minutes, nothing more. Empty cafés, silent doors. A matchbox lying on the table there. Only one letter, only M.
No explanations,
no mistakes,
only pieces of a puzzle no one dared to see. En las calles duerme la verdad, entre sombras vive la ciudad. Nadie sabe quién viene o quién va, solo el viento lo recordará.
Un pañuelo, una mirada, una carta sin explicación.
Y el destino cruza el río como un viejo bandoneón.
Shadows over Buenos Aires,
every answer vanished with the dawn.
Shadows over Buenos Aires,
the mystery had only just begun.
the engines whispered through the morning haze.
Silver wings,
Above the Rio de la Plata,
she never looked behind,
she never said goodbye.
because Buenos Aires
Was never.
the destination. Shadows over Buenos Aires,
Far beyond the city,
far beyond the sea.
we thought we followed one mysterious woman,
But we were chasing history. Shadows, oh, shadows, oh, shadows over Buenos Aires.
The journey has only just begun.